Welcome to episode 115 of Ring Takes here. SummerSlam is here, everyone. So we're going to be making our predictions, giving the rundown of the card and what we think of the event leading up to it, as well as getting into the passing of Hulk Hogan at the age of 71, talking about his controversial legacy and impact on the business and our thoughts, and maybe getting into a little bit of WWE Unreal, the documentary on Netflix that recently came out, looking to talk a little bit about that. But stay tuned, everyone.
One, two, oh my gosh, so close. He kicked out. He kicked out. He kicked.
Here we are, episode 115 of Ring Takes here. I'm Daniel with Brian and Lewis. Of course, it's SummerSlam time, so that means we get to make our picks again, everyone. Talking about the lead up to SummerSlam and the matches on the card. First two-night ever event in SummerSlam history. WWE definitely drawing these things out, but we're going to get some good wrestling on the card. But before we get into that, we have to talk about the passing of Hulk Hogan at age 71. Controversial, had some heart problems. He had surgery, a back fusion surgery, if I read it right, about a month ago, and complications from that and sickness and deteriorating health over time led us to the passing of Hulk Hogan at age 71. What do you guys? I'm gonna let you guys go first, or if you guys want me to go first, I don't know who wants to go first. But what are our thoughts on the passing of Hulk Hogan and his legacy and impact on the business?
I guess I'll start it off. I think I had when Ryan had announced the news. I think I had put it in the chat that, you know, personal feelings aside, you know, you can't doubt his impact on the wrestling business in general. What we're doing right now, recording this podcast, all these other wrestling podcasts that you see out there, you see where WWE is now. You see where these other promotions like AEW, Ring of Honor, all these promotions, all within the realm of sports entertainment. None of that is possible without Hulk Hogan. So he gets the credit for that. The big boom in the 80s with professional wrestling is because of Hulk Hogan. When Vince McMahon wanted to, I remember I was watching an old Legends of Wrestling episode talking about the territories, how things were before Vince McMahon decided to go national and put WWE in every home. How things used to be. Like I said, Vince McMahon, you know, he wanted to take his company to the next level and go national. In order to do that, he needed a face. He needed a star to say, like, this is sports entertainment and this is my company. And Hulk Hogan was the perfect guy for that. When the whole idea of wrestling becoming mainstream, Hulk Hogan is primarily responsible for that. So he gets that credit. But that's just for professional wrestling. Now me personally, I know it's kind of bad to speak ill of the dead, but you know, when that video came out of all those remarks that he made towards his then daughter's boyfriend, it's just that when you make comments like that, you know, it's damn near impossible to come back from it, no matter what you say, because, you know, when you express all of that privately, it just exposes, like, okay, that's how you really are, and then to try to not even take accountability for it, to kind of just respond to it in the aspect of, oh, you got to watch out for cameras, you never know who's around to record what you're going to say, instead of taking accountability for it. That's just kind of something I can't really accept. So yeah. The reason why it's really complicated when you're talking about Hulk Hogan, because you want to honor his legacy and honor what he did for this genre of professional wrestling that we all know and love. But then when you kind of look at him personally, you know, it gets very complicated. And I know a lot of people want to throw out the argument of, like, guys like us, we don't know Hulk Hogan personally, we don't know him personally, so therefore there's a difference between the character and the man. But to me, the man portrayed the character, and to me, he kind of hid behind the character for all those years that he's this all-American good guy. And because he hid behind the character, and we all kind of were fooled until that video came out. Because up until the video came out, I know Hulk Hogan had legal trouble and all other stuff, but nothing was as explosive as when those remarks came out. Because then everybody was just like, "Oh, so this all American hero is a racist?" So it's all but that's just how I feel personally. But as far as his impact on the wrestling industry, like I said, shows like this that we're recording right now, and everything that made professional wrestling that got professional wrestling to become mainstream is for Hulk Hogan. So he gets his flowers. So he gets his flowers for that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I didn't grow up in the early '80s to really feel the impact of Hulk Hogan. Obviously, as I grew up later on, watching my own history and learning everything about him, Andre the Giant, everybody from that era, and just learning how great they were. Obviously, you knew how big he was, the impact he had, and like Brian said, we wouldn't have all of this because of him. But I just to piggyback on what Brian said, I think, like he said, it's yes, he portrayed this character, but did we ever really know who the real man was? Yes, we're going to have people obviously in the business who are like, will praise him and, give him all his flowers. Really, he was this great person. Yes, he was an icon, but now he falls in the realm of these people that, they're so high up because of their impact. It's like, where can we really just look over this aspect while not discussing the other aspects? It's kind of like I think the only example I can think of is kind of like a Michael Jackson type situation. It was like, the music, it's amazing, but there's this other stuff here. It's like, well, but do you discredit all the music because of what they do, or do you discredit Hulk Hogan's work because of what he said? And it's like, for me personally, it just puts it I don't know. It just brings a damper down. Yes, you wouldn't have any of this because of him. Yes, he elevated wrestling, to new heights, especially in the era where, we're not in social media, where we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, or stories or rumors, where people literally believed everything was real, and like, and even especially with him and the whole WCW thing, that was massive. That was like probably one of like the greatest storylines that people just thought, like, how is this even possible? How is this going on?
He brought breath into wrestling twice.
Exactly.
With his boom, and then '96 he joined the NWO. So,
and I was also watching at the time when he came back and wrestled The Rock, and I mean, the man still looked great. You felt that energy. Yes, I didn't get to see that pay-per-view live, but I still watched it afterwards, and it's just like, that crowd was like, you had to, again, another icon, past, present, at one moment, and you felt how big that was. And I think there are points where they kept bringing him back, and you're like, okay, you still got to honor the legend. But I think all that stuff that came out, and then even just later on, him just not taking accountability for other things that came out, other actions that came out, I think it also just brought down that character. For me personally, it brought that down even more. I mean, there's even proof on our show where I may have criticized him.
Lewis did not want him in the
Again, everybody has their own greats. Sorry, for me, he's not on mine, but I cannot discredit the work and everything that he brought to wrestling. But for me, it still leaves an asterisk on all of that. So,
I'm gonna agree with both of you guys. Hulk Hogan is one thing that he brought to the wrestling industry was marketability. Right, it wasn't just a circus act anymore. When he stepped in and got those movie roles and got with Rocky, I believe it was Rocky 3 or whatever the case may be, got these cross-branded roles, he really put an eye on professional wrestling from a standpoint of cartoons, merchandise, sales, everything that brought money into wrestling, he was probably responsible for that, right? He was the guy that was handpicked by Vince McMahon to usher in this era of wrestling and really take it to the next level, which he did. Cannot discredit what he did in the ring. In terms of, as I said earlier, as Lewis alluded to, breathing life into the business twice, right? With the boom in the 80s, 84, to the late 80s, into the NWO in 1996, and basically changed professional wrestling a couple times, right? Like that usually doesn't happen where a person's able to have that type of impact and carried into the year 2000, right? When it came to WWF, WWE, et cetera, bringing that fandom for that long. And for him to do that, to have that impact on the business, kudos to him. Without him, we wouldn't probably be talking about wrestling on this scale that we try to do here with this podcast, right? We wouldn't probably have this podcast. Wrestling probably wouldn't be as reachable if it wasn't for him doing what he did in professional wrestling. So I can't take anything away from him on that end. On the other end, as a black person, looking at what he did and said, that stuff matters. And in this world of cancel culture where it only takes one thing, he had multiple chances to right the ship, right? He had multiple times to get this right and be like, okay. And even if you say that stuff behind closed doors and you have an opportunity to right the ship and you don't do that, that's not going to look good to anybody. That's not going to sit right with anybody, at least anybody, the person of color, when you say those things. And when wrestlers, your peers, are sitting there going, you were disingenuous in your apology and your rap sheet, and you're talking to us behind the back, and you're saying, make sure people aren't recording. And I understand that from that standpoint of there's probably a world of professional wrestlers and other people like us, regular people, everyday walks of life, who have said things that if you said publicly would get canceled or get in trouble or get looked at a certain way. Completely understand that. But in a sense, when you're sitting there addressing people and trying to make apologies, that's not how you go about it, basically saying, hey, make sure you don't get caught saying such and such or doing such and such. That's not the way to go about it. And then you're just continuing to disengage himself and kind of get out of touch with professional wrestling, right? And kind of not being the know-how is kind of like, okay, this guy's just this crazy guy from the older years of wrestling and we love him, XYZ. It got so bad where even politically, I know people don't want to get into politics, but he's aligning himself with Donald Trump, playing that whole thing, Real American Bear.
Took a shot at Kamala Harris.
Taking a shot at Kamala Harris. Even that wasn't a good eye. And it's like, okay, you have this cringy record with race, and then you play on that. Doesn't look good going forward. I know that people might say, hey, don't care about politics, don't care about race, XYZ, but it's like, we can't ignore that. That's something that can't be ignored. So looking at what Hulk Hogan's done for the industry, thank you from that standpoint in terms of what he's done. But overall, as a human being, Terry Bollea, the person, I can't rock with that. And that's where I'm going to leave it, because I know people are, my biggest issue is that people who are mad at people like us who have an issue with Hulk Hogan because of what he said, and they say people make mistakes in XYZ, and it's like, the issue, if I'm going to give you the grace to praise Hulk Hogan for what he did in the business, you also have to give us praise to feel the way about his comments and not bridging the gap with that. So it's a catch-22 on that. Like, yeah, we understand what he's done for the wrestling business. Probably wouldn't even be here without him in terms of talking wrestling as big as it is. He was definitely an icon and impactful in that way. But as the person, comes off kind of like a scumbag, right? Like all the stuff with we all talk about the union stuff. We talk about it in our chats, the union stuff with Hogan. You snitched on Jesse Bobby Ventura and the other couple of guys that were trying to start a union, which would have benefited a lot of people in terms of their livelihood, in terms of getting insurance and getting protection from certain things, especially back in the day. So you're doing that, you're doing stuff like that. You're basically politicking to get all these perks like creative control and stuff like that. And I'm not going to knock them for that, because these guys are individual contractors. You have to look out for yourself and get the things. contracts are probably so different now today because of Hulk Hogan, what he did in the 90s. So like his impact from a financial impact, legal standpoint, all of that, it's like, okay, there's good with Hulk Hogan in terms of the money you can make, the boom that you can make, the notoriety that you can gain. But on the other side, it kind of burns some people along the way. So I don't want to make it seem like everything that he did was all hunky-dory, all good and stuff like that. Obviously, the impact is good, but there was some plot holes that affected a lot of people on the other side of it too. And then you come out with the comments, doesn't sit right with me. So Hulk Hogan passed after 71, prayers to his family and stuff like that, and condolences, because obviously when you go in for a surgery and stuff like that, and you hear about his last days and stuff like that, and trying to keep people away so he doesn't get infected, he doesn't infect them and stuff like that with sicknesses. That's terrible. That kind of reminded me of COVID a little bit. But from the standpoint of Hulk Hogan, I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want any harm to his family or anything like that. There's some issues there with his daughter and all that type of stuff, and legal battles and all that types of stuff. But it's just like Hulk Hogan, definitely impactful. The man, Terry Bollea, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So I'll leave it there. But let's get on to SummerSlam. Kind of a weird transition.
Let's get into some positive.
Let's get into some more positive.
That was very sorrow. So yeah, let's
SummerSlam Night 1 predictions, obviously taking place this Saturday and Sunday. Let's get right into the card. We have the Judgment Day of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. What do you guys make of this one? Who do you guys have?
See, this is a hard one too. I mean, actually, this is the first one, but this is a hard one because when I was looking at this card and looking at these matchups, and the majority of these matches are going to be like very difficult to pick, because this one specifically, it's like in a way both teams kind of need the win in a sense, because you got Charlotte and Alexa. This We're Not Friends tag team. I think initially it wasn't supposed to continue on this far. I mean, the reports are all saying that this was supposed to be a one-on-one match, but they're still a tag team because they've gotten over, more specifically because of what happened at Evolution with the crowd, cheering for Charlotte and everything. And on SmackDown, their interaction has been very positive. Both of them coming out with the cheerleader pom-poms, cheering for each other, even though they're not friends. So the dynamic between them, for a typical, whenever you have these WWE storylines, when you have tag team partners who say they're not cool with each other, but yet it works, is to eventually win the tag team titles. Yep. But then you look over here with the Judgment Day with Raquel and Rhea, and even though we're not expecting Liv Morgan to be back for a long period of time, you still want to tell the story of how Roxanne is still trying to kind of infiltrate the Judgment Day and kind of trying to take Dom and trying to take Liv's spot. So you would think that Raquel and Raquel and Roxanne need to hold on to the tag team titles until Liv comes back. And I think that's the direction that they're going in. And that's why I'm going to go with Roxanne and Raquel to retain the tag team titles. I feel as though they're going to retain them in a sense where Charlotte and Alexa are going to continue this team together. If it continues to get over, then I could possibly see them dethroning Roxanne and Raquel. But I just think right now that the Judgment Day, this whole the fact that they literally have all the titles within their stable right now, I think that's something that they're going to continue to push forward. So I got the champions retaining.
Damn, you kind of changed my. No, I'm gonna go with my original thought. Yeah, I'm going Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, just for the fact because I feel like this whole thing with Roxanne, and I think just her being in the group in general is enough to push the whole Liv story, depending on when she comes back. And if anything, it could be more of a motive to be like, oh, look, I'm gone and you lose the tag titles. I never even lost it, So I think And I think, if anything, this will be a boost for Charlotte and Alexa. They could have a nice run with the tag titles, maybe actually elevate it, get more teams. Yeah, obviously, we've discussed the women's tag team division for the longest time. There actually are a few legit tag teams at this point. You got them, you got Roxanne and Raquel, you got Natty and Maxine Dupree, the Secret Harvest,
Brian is disgusted at.
Is that a
sign? We want the low key legend. Sorry.
So you wanted to turn on Maxine and just be the
yes, I do. Yes, I've had enough. I don't want to see this Dungeon Dolls old school Natalia crap. The low key legend is the most interesting she's been in over a decade.
Like, do you see what I've created? Do you see what I've created?
Yo, this is the most interesting she's been in a minute. Why are you not running with this? Yo, you can make she can with this gimmick, she'll be world champion. That's how interesting it is. People like her like this. So I don't know why aren't you doing it?
See what we did, Dan?
It took me a little while, but we finally have a Natty fan on our side. It's not just me anymore.
That gimmick, bro. Come on, man.
It's what I've been preaching for years. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah. So I think them becoming champs right now would actually elevate the division, get more matchups, and I think it'll help the story because once they kind of run the team through that course, and it is especially with the reactions that we get now, I feel like they're getting a lot of momentum on their side, and then the titles with a nice run will elevate them even more. And then when they eventually turn on each other, I think that'll just make a great story. So I'm going Charlotte and Alexa. Plus, I feel like they kind of need it at this point. They both have been gone for a while. They're back now. Obviously, they're not in the title hunt. So this is probably next best thing right now.
I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa Bliss for this reason only. Because it's working so good and it's actually getting a positive reaction and you're trying to install juice into the women's division, tag team division, I feel like it needs a change. The Judgment Day women have had the tag team titles for quite a while now. And you kind of need that chase for Roxanne to kind of earn her keep, right? And I'm thinking even longer down the road where the Judgment Day, maybe they win it back a couple times or whatever the case may be. Maybe Liv Morgan cost them at some point. But I could see it being on the Judgment Day because Roxanne does need to build credibility. And as Brian said, them having titles. But it's just like, it's SummerSlam. As Lewis just alluded to, Charlotte and Alexa have been out. They're returning. This best friends begrudgingly is actually working together. Mm-hmm. Let's keep adding fuel to that fire, get the positive reactions, and then they can face the heel teams like the Secret Harvest, the Judgment Day. They can run through a gauntlet of other teams there. The Kabuki Warriors, whatever the case may be, we can get some bangers. We can get some different type of tag team matches in there. So I'm rolling with Charlotte and Alexa on that one. You got something to say, Brian?
Oh, no. I'm all set.
No, you're good. But yeah, Brian's going the Judgment Day. Me and Lewis going new women's tag team champions, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Let's get into a grudge match. We have Sami Zayn facing Karrion Kross. Had that epic promo on Monday Night Raw between those two, and I like that. WWE keep doing those. Those are good. They tell the story. Keep doing those. There's enough time on WWE television to do that. Do that. But we got Sami versus Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has kind of been trying to turn Sami Zayn to the dark side. Sami Zayn is basically saying Karrion Kross is a thorn in his side to get to the next level. What do you guys make of this matchup? Who do you guys have?
Oh, man.
CM Punk?
I want to go Kross. I really want Karrion Kross to win this. Just so he can finally elevate and move on to something a little bit more substantial and important. But this storyline is just screaming Sami Zayn is gonna win. And then As much as I said, I really want to pick Cross.
Really? You don't think he already got the win with Saudi?
Well, Sammy won in Saudi. Then they had a grudge match on Raw. I think that's when Cross hit him with the
This
pipe
is like
beat
the
him.
third one, basically.
Yes, this is match. This is the third match. So like I said, this is a tough. Yeah, this is a tough one. Should I pick with my head here? Should I hope that WWE is gonna do the right thing by Karrion Kross? Should I ignore these BS reports that Kross hasn't re-signed with the company yet, that his contract is up soon? Should I ignore that BS? You know what? I'm going to ignore the BS. I'm going with Kross. like I said, well, Brian versus the Dirt Sheets exists for a reason. The Dirt Sheet reports are all bullshit anyway. So I'm going to go.
Karrion Kross is signed to 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's funny?
Go ahead.
If Kross loses, then he's leaving at this point.
Yeah. So,
but I am really hoping, and I'm going to pick Kross to win, because it's in the stars right now. Like, come on, there's no reason why he shouldn't get this win right now. You know, get him into the new stories, get him into whatever, a mid card, anything, even if it's a surprise title shot. I don't care, but something. It has to be something. You can't have this guy who, for what I want to say, the last 3 months has organically, brought himself up, even from the smallest interactions on TV, and people are, even me have gone to his side, and we're like, we want to see more, and it's time to see more, and we need like a real either chase or another feud, just to see like what he can do, what is, I guess, his character, and just like keep growing from that. And I need to see that. So I'm going Kross.
I'm gonna make it a trifecta, make it a 3 for 3. I'm going Karrion Kross as well. If you're not gonna do anything with him now, then it's like, what? You might as well just release him or send him to TNA.
Oh yeah. I can at least make this point. If Karrion Kross doesn't win this match, then he needs to leave the company.
But
he doesn't win this match. He just needs to go.
Just go to TNA. He'll be treated like a star in TNA. I'll say that. But Sammy doesn't need the win
at all.
Maybe even the get back down the line will be better in terms of like getting a win over Kross or elevating into the title picture or whatever the case may be. But it's like there's so much that you can do with Karrion Kross right now as a heel, as a talker. Like, it doesn't just have to be Seth Rollins in his group. It doesn't just have to be Paul Heyman in his group or whatever the case may be right now. You can have other people on the mic talking shit, getting over, being heelish, being deceptive. Karrion Kross is that right now. Like, you can work with that and turn it into something. Capitalize on this momentum that he has. Just keep capitalizing on what he's doing right now. Sami Zayn is always going to be babyface hot. He's never going to lose any thunder. It's not like he's going to get X-Pac heat. Like, people want to not have him on his TV anymore. Like, people are going to want to see Sami Zayn, especially the underdog story that he continues to tell. That is not going to go anywhere. WWE, do the right thing and give Karrion Kross a boost. Give him something that he can capitalize on and go to the next level. Maybe it's into an Intercontinental title match against AJ Styles or something like that. Maybe that's what we can lean into or something like that and play that up. Maybe. But do something with this guy. He has the look. He has the ballet and Scarlett. Do something with him. At least try to do something with him. Because if you have him lose again, it's like, what is the point? What do you do? Like, he's not effective in anything that he does. Like, this is the ending point for him. Like, this is either going to be the end for him or the start of him propelling into something positive. So we're all going Karrion Kross on that one. Let's get into the celebrity aspect of things. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll taking on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Possible.
We don't even know if this match is even going to happen now.
Yeah. There's reports that Drew McIntyre is he stranded overseas? It looks
Yeah.
like.
He posted on Instagram on X that he's the whole situation of what happened. Yeah, so it's legit. Yeah.
Isn't it that he doesn't have his passport though?
Yeah, he doesn't have his U.S. passport.
How do you not have your passport if you're going to the UK?
How did he get over there?
Exactly.
How did you initially get there? Then, like I said, the situation is weird. But I did also see that Miz posted something on Instagram, kind of alluding to, oh, if Logan needs a partner, I can fill in something to that extent, which they have history. But I talk about.
You want to know
Miz,
who I would rather see in this spot? You want to know who I'd rather see in this spot if Drew McIntyre can't make it? Carmelo Hayes.
Really?
Logan Paul's a megastar. The Miz is a megastar. Have the Miz walk out Carmelo Hayes as a guy who's trying to get popularity, be popular, be cool. Give him that moment. He's ready. He's right there.
Yeah, but I do know it is still going to be a tag match regardless, because the whole build towards this, the whole intrigue with this match is as much as you don't like it, Daniel. The whole intrigue of this match is Jelly Roll in the ring. That's the intrigue. That's the intrigue of the match. So
I'm not that intrigued.
So you're still gonna get a tag team match. I know some people alluded to, okay, they'll just do Randy versus Logan, and Jelly Roll will just be in Randy's corner or whatever. But I mean, which would make sense to do that. But I think the whole reason they're doing this match is because of him. So I think it's gonna be a tag team match.
You don't choke slam somebody through a table and not get in the ring.
Yeah. Or like I said, or something. But obviously, you see these kind of matches at these big PLEs all the time. Like I said, they're tailor made for the celebrity involved to maneuver. So I think we're all going to be I think for the most part, we're all going to be unanimous on this one. But like I said, they haven't really. I mean, the story in of itself, what they have done. The promo segment that Jelly Roll had with Logan Paul on SmackDown, low key Jelly Roll is good on the mic. Like, he's not. You gotta at least give him credit for that. I mean, he is who he is. But compared to some other people that we've heard like recently on the mic, Jelly Roll is actually very good. He gets the point across, and realistically, that's all they need. They need him to do in this situation. So. I'm going with the Randy and Jelly Roll, assuming that this is still going to be a tag team match, or somehow, some way, Drew McIntyre makes it to New York. I don't know.
I'm gonna go to the same thing. I don't see Jelly Roll losing this match. But I mean, he already took the punch from Logan. He's made a few appearances, but I think now for his actual first match, he's gonna win. If that actually happens, who knows? Especially with Drew kind of just coming back out of nowhere, and now, this happening. So it's like, I don't care. At this point, whoever Logan Paul is going to tag with, they're most likely going to lose. So, but that's where I'm at.
So you're picking Randy Orton and Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys serious right now?
Celebrity spot.
Yes, Logan Paul is the celebrity. I keep saying
that's
this.
different.
Logan Paul cannot lose all the time. This can't be happening.
Well, he has. I mean, he's also won too.
I understand that, but it's like he can't keep losing. I'm going Drew and Logan. They can't keep doing this. At some point, the numbers game. These are two trained wrestlers facing Randy Orton, who's a legend, yes, and Jelly Roll. We gotta at some point. The rubber has to hit the road, and we just have to be realistic. And I know Brian's impressed by Jelly Roll and all that stuff, and him being active and being able to talk and actually losing weight and being committed to the craft. That's fine and all. But there's no way Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul should lose this match. There's no way they should lose this match at all. They can't. They can't. If WWE does that, then I don't want to see Logan Paul again. Because what is he doing? What is he? What is he? What are we doing here? And then if Drew McIntyre loses, you lost the Punk. You've been hopeless in this bloodline storyline that you've been scarred from, or whatever the case may be. You haven't really gotten any revenge from that. So, like, what are we doing with you if you're going to continue to lose? Like, I'm done. I'm done with that. Like,
You got to win at WrestleMania.
He's just gonna be a heel and a megastar and whatever.
him and Karrion Kross are just former tag team losers.
So you really want Logan Paul as a world champ right now? That's what
No, but he can't keep losing. Like, if you're committed to this thing and having these interviews with wrestlers and posing with the title and all this other stuff, it's like, yo, you gotta at least put some wins together. You gotta at least be.
But he's in a tag team, so maybe they're just winning together.
Oh man, I don't know.
Your wins are my wins. My wins are your wins.
Let's keep moving on. You guys got Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. I can't believe I'm saying that. And I got Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. But let's keep going on to the WWE Women's Championship. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill. Who do you guys have in this one for the WWE Women's Championship?
Well, like I said from jump, since that promo segment with Charlotte that went viral because Tiffany wanted to take personal shots, her stock to me has diminished ever since then. Ever since the feud with Charlotte, I mean, she's done a couple of matches with Nia Jax, which were good, but for the most part, then she had the match with Trish at Evolution, which was for what it was, for what Trish can do at this point, was also very good, but since that segment with Charlotte, like her appeal, everything that people once loved about Tiffany Stratton, I feel like a lot of that has fallen off significantly. I just think that now we're at a point where we just want something new. We want something new. We want something refreshing. I've had enough of this reign. Like I said, she right now, I don't even know what she is character wise right now. Like, I keep saying that she's a babyface by default. I can't even see that anymore. Like literally, she screams heel, and I'm only hoping that losing the title will finally give us some concrete direction of where they're going with her. Like, just have her be a full-fledged heel again, because that's the best version of her. And let's finally take Jade. I know when they signed her a couple years ago, they had a vision for her, because obviously she has the look and she's been improving in the ring. So I think it's finally time. And obviously Jade is a great character as well. So I think it's finally time to pull the trigger. So I'm going Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go J too. I think the Tiffany run has run its course. I feel like, yeah, she needs to be full blown heel. Kind of either crash out after losing, and just kind of not changing up completely, but just like we said, maybe she needs to go full heel and kind of see how she does, and maybe switches up her character, because I feel like now every time she comes out, it's just a bunch of what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? And it's like, we get it. You have a catchphrase.
WWE hasn't done well in the market. I'm expecting Tiffany Stratton to have a watch that you sell to little kids if she was going to be a babyface.
That would be smart.
Come on, WWE, hire me.
They had to do the Rugrats watches.
Basically. Yeah. Easy marketing. Like, what are we doing? Why isn't this a thing? But you guys going. So you're picking loose?
I think Jade's gonna finally win the title, because I think Tiffany's time is done. So
WWE, if you're listening, have Tiffany Stratton retain, and she cheats to win, starting her heel turn. That is what they should do.
Yeah.
Jade is still green. I know she won the Queen of the Ring. She's been in the ring and stuff like that, and it's easy just to put the strap on her and just put her to the moon. But let Tiffany Stratton give her this opportunity to turn back heel. Either Nia Jax comes out and helps her, something. Do something to the standpoint that Tiffany Stratton can have this belt and be a heel, because I feel like she has the title. We already think the babyface is a lame duck.
Yeah.
It's still early. Turn this around. and turn her heel. Have her cheat to beat Jade. Like Jade is just overpowering her, and she finds a way to cheat and stuff. Something.
All right, I understand that, but what I don't want them to do, and so to kind of respond to your idea of kind of reforming the heel character, just don't have her like lose. Don't have her lose by DQ. And then like let's say she hits let's say she hits Jade with a chair, and then Jade wins by DQ, and then the match is thrown out. Let's not have that. Let's have her turn. If we're gonna do that within the match, then it has to be like a definite winner. Like have her like you said, have her cheat to win. Don't have her just get DQ'd and then the match is done.
I'm not mad at the DQ finish. If she does,
it would make sense, but
because then it's like you can drag that story out. Like, what is the point of that? Can you not beat Jade XYZ, and then that gets Jade a little bit more ammo in the tank to be like, you are afraid of me, you can't beat me, and then eventually she cheats to win and start that and boom, boom, boom. I know people don't like DQ finishes, but it's like this story really hasn't had any legs on it. Let's give this some legs and some oomph to it to actually continue to carry it out to whenever, because eventually Bianca's going to come back and maybe get involved in some capacity, right?
I was about to say legs. There hasn't been a story told at all. Like literally,
they
had one promo package with both of them saying how great they are, and that was it. And then they had a little run-in where Tiffany saved Jade. That was it. Yeah. That's literally all it's been. Nothing.
That's why I'm going Tiffany Stratton, have her turn heel, either by DQ or cheating to win, some capacity of that, and give this some legs. Because it's like, one, Jade has been in that storyline with Naomi. That's officially over for now, right? Until they cross paths, maybe in the Rumble or a draft or whatever the case may be. It's like, this is her real story without Bianca or Naomi tied to it. Let's make it something that can at least help her continue to grow as a performer. And get the fans more behind her, other than they're saying that she's a powerhouse and we want to see her win. Like, give her something actually to capitalize off of down the road. But I'm going Tiffany Stratton on that one. You guys are going Jade Cargill. Let's keep moving on to the tag team match with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. This past Monday, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed getting the upper hand where they took Roman Reigns' shoes. But this has been building ever since Roman Reigns has returned. Jey Uso getting in the mix, teaming with Roman Reigns. Who do you guys have in this tag team matchup?
Okay, I just want to say, as an aside, that segment to end Monday Night Raw with Bronson Reed taking Roman Reigns' sneakers. To see the reaction online on social media, that really reminded me that there really aren't a shit ton of a lot of black wrestling fans because literally they're over here. Some of these fans are over here tweeting like, why did he take his shoes? Doesn't he have a pair on? Why did he take his shoes? Get it? See, us as minorities, we get what that means when he took his shoes. That's what made the segment so fucking good at the end.
That's crazy.
It's funny when he was doing that. First thought that came to my mind was at the end of Friday when Ezell took Debo's shoes at the end.
Oh man!
Like, but to go to this match, like I said. I think Braun Breaker was made in that segment last week. The way the show ended, when he speared both of them through the barricade. But looking at the match, this is another situation where you would think that to kind of keep this momentum going with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, especially now that Seth Rollins is out. You would think that like you want to continue that momentum, but this is the OTC, and Jey Uso, who's arguably still the most over guy in WWE right now. So I gotta go Roman and Jey. It's just I can't see like like I said, the times that Roman Reigns does lose, it's already surprising. Because think about it, he got pinned at WrestleMania, if I remember correctly. Seth Rollins, like you didn't think that was going to happen, but that was WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. But I gotta go Roman and Jay here. I just can't see Roman losing another match. This will be his first match since WrestleMania. I can't see him losing another match.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, with Roman coming back, and then obviously a big spectacle like SummerSlam, I feel like he needs the win. And maybe give some more direction as far as like what you're doing, what you're planning, who, what, when, where, why, everything, all of the above. But and it's funny because I kind of feel like Braun and both Brauns could use a win. I mean, you guys. I forget who said it that thinks that Seth Rollins is probably going to come back just because we don't know the extent of his injury, which it is a possibility and could happen. But I think with Roman's hiatus, him coming back, he probably needs a win. He does need a win. Obviously, the less we see him, not that we're forgetting about him, but you can't. If you're coming back, he's got to start on a high note. So I'm gonna go Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
I'm sorry, my tribal chief, but I cannot pick you on this Saturday night. I'm going Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed because one, they absolutely need this win. What else is happening for these guys if they lose here? What is the point of having?
Are they winning clean though? Or do you think?
Of course not. Of course not. They
didn't mention it.
I feel like they're going to have Braun Breaker pin Roman Reigns. What have we been talking about all this year, especially with the Netflix thing? Braun Breaker is their number one priority on Netflix. They wanted him on Netflix to showcase him from NXT to showcase him. In the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns eliminated Braun Breaker from the Royal Rumble. You need to have these guys clash and face each other. How do you continue to build that story? Having Roman Reigns trying to still put his stake in the yard, Braun Breaker coming to take the yard. That's what this has been. The young guys going after the old regime that has been running the show for the past 4 years. Roman Reigns, of course, as the tribal chief, the champion, carrying the title. Jey Uso becoming world heavyweight champion, finding his own path. Like, these guys are established stars. Them losing doesn't hurt them in my eyes. And how do you continue to let's just play devil's advocate. If Seth Rollins is out, if you have his lackeys lose, then what? Like, what? That's my thing. If Seth Rollins is really out, even if he's not and he comes back, it adds more credence to the group. Let's say if Seth Rollins is still here, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed can now be like, hey, we're established. We're just as established as Seth Rollins. Like, we're just as powerful. We're just as dominant, and we're just going to continue to be more dominant. If they lose, then it's like, okay, then where do you guys go from here? Then we're just going to come into the point where that they're going to cost Jey and Roman some opportunities and maybe set up a rematch. But it's like, I think it's more impactful to have Braun Breaker continue this reign of terror, his internet sensation of spearing and doing all these things to Roman Reigns and stuff like that, where he actually comes out on top. Like, these guys are big enough to do it. You know what I mean? Like, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, they're no slouches in that capacity. So I'm going Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to upset Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, just for the simple fact it's like we always talk about needing a win. Them losing, I'm like, where do you guys go from there? Is it just like you guys are just lackeys from there? Like, and then especially we have Paul Heyman playing that manipulation card on Monday Night Raw, kind of egging the Jey, like, hey, Roman's been using you. You've been used. He's going to use you again, and then he's going to drop you like a bad habit, all that stuff there. So he's playing those mind games. We'll see what happens with that. But it's just like, I can't see. I don't get the benefit of those guys losing. So yeah, I'm going Bronson. I'm going Braun and Bronson to upset Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. You guys are going Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the original bloodline, I guess we can call it. But let's keep moving on to, presumably, the main event of Saturday night. We got Gunther, World Heavyweight Champion, versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. These guys have been having a war of words on Monday Night Raw. Epic promos. Two guys at the top of the game right now. Who do you guys have leaving SummerSlam as the World Heavyweight Champion?
This one's a tough one for me. It's like my gut is saying, all right, CM Punk, this could be it. This could be his time. But again, there's just too many outlying factors that could derail all of that. You know, you could have him win clean, then get, you know, I don't even know.
I'll go if you're not brave enough, Lewis. I'll go. I'll take the challenge.
If Gunther beats Punk clean?
Oh no, that's not happening.
No, I know.
I think CM Punk does beat him clean. I'm gonna go CM Punk. And the reason why is because a cash-in's going to happen. I firmly believe that a cash-in is happening on Saturday night. I believe it in my soul.
You know what's funny? I leaving it up to this, I was saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. But I think I was saying that before Seth Rollins' injury. If they swerve us with a cash-in, that they need to do that every time with a damn injury. You know, you can't. You can never be like, oh, he's injured, and then oh crap, like he's actually injured. No, like, and I think that's where everybody's been.
We have never gotten official report of what the injury is, what actually happened. We had an interview of Seth Rollins saying, "Hey, something's going on, something's bad going on." XYZ playing it up. But it's
I'm gonna say maybe it was an injury scare, because I mean I think he probably thought he actually did injure himself, because you know that ending to that match at what was it, Saturday night's main event was, it felt like it was on the fly. They were like, oh crap, exactly. Like he's injured, you know, end the match, you know, LA Knight gets the win. But if it turns out that, you know, they just kind of rolled with it and they were like, all right, let's make everybody think he's injured when he's actually good, and then we're going to save it. That's smart as hell on their part. Kind of pisses me off a little bit, because I'm like, damn, I really believe this man was hurt.
WWE, I'm telling you right now, swerve.
Yeah, and they can do it.
If Seth Rollins comes out and cashes out there, that will be like that will be probably one of the bigger swerves that they've had in a very long time, because because me myself, I honestly do believe that he's legitimately hurt. Like the way Saturday night's main event played out, because my thinking is, okay, if the plan of that match was for him to initially to beat LA Knight, because I'm thinking that was the thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you sacrifice him losing just to have him win the World Heavyweight Championship in a surprise? I'm guessing that would be the thinking.
Yep.
Now, I'm asking you guys. I'm guessing that would be.
He's already did the heist of the century at WrestleMania 31.
Yeah.
He can do the new heist of the century, stealing the world title at SummerSlam. It adds to his character. He's been manipulative. He's been sneaky. It's in his character to do this already. We've seen it. Do it again. CM Punk has his moment. He's happy. All the CM Punk fans are so happy, so joyous. And then all of a sudden,
AKA John.
Or even have Braun and Bronson come out, attack CM Punk, really put him down.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins comes out.
That could work.
That should be the move.
Yeah.
That should be the move. Do it. I hope they swerve us. I'm going CM Punk with that passion.
As much sense as all that makes, I can't go with it, man. I still think he's hurt, bro. I'm just sorry, bro. Just the way I'm looking at it, I still think he's legitimately hurt. So therefore, I got Gunther retaining, man. I'm sorry.
What?
Really?
We get Gunther.
What?
Gunther is going to retain against CM Punk.
All right, so even with that,
he's not going to retain clean though. Someone's going to screw Punk over.
But even with that, even let's say Seth is out, how the hell is Gunther going to retain in a straight up win? Who's going to help him? El Grande Americano? Is that who's going to help him?
Ludwig Kaiser is going to come help him.
Like I said, I'm of the assumption that Seth is actually hurt. So I'm thinking that whoever screws over Punk, that's who's Punk's next feud going to be against, whoever that person is.
This is still my gripe, and I've been saying for a long time. Is like, are we actually ever going to get a CM Punk title reign? I mean, part of me wants to say yes, but
the only person that I can think logically screws him would be Roman Reigns, because didn't eliminate him from the Rumble?
He did. Yep.
So that's the thing that I think they can play on, and they had that interaction after the Rumble that I think that they can play on, and obviously that feud leading up into WrestleMania. That's the person who would be able to screw Punk and be like, "Hey, we have unfinished business." I don't know if that puts Roman into a different stratosphere of being a heel or not, or whatever the case may be. But other than that, it's like I just gotta believe they have not announced. It's been what? When was Saturday Night's main event? A couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
They have not announced the Seth Rollins injury.
I mean,
that is my thing.
I mean, Paul Heyman has alluded to it. I don't know what that really means.
Oh, hush, hush, you know.
He did say in his promo to Jay that Seth Rollins is going to be out for a very long time.
Unseeable future.
Play, swerve us, WWE, please. I mean, Liv Morgan, we already knew what her injury was, and she had surgery already. We know what that is. We know what that is. That's my thing with these things. We usually know. We haven't gotten a picture from Seth Rollins in the hospital or anything like that, or MRI. Any updates?
I think Becky had posted a video of him on crutches with like their daughter walking, and people were analyzing that video saying, "Oh, he's faking it on the crutches." But it's like, come on,
Jesus!
It's time to swerve us. Do it. Do it.
Like I said, I will say though, if they do pull that off, that will be impressive though.
Yeah.
And then I'll be forced to apologize on the other show. Yeah.
It'll be the height of this century.
And then we're going to get in 6 months the lead up to SummerSlam, and then we're going to see Triple H talking in the creative room and being like, "Let's swerve him," as we get the countdown to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But Brian's going Gunther. I'm going CM Punk. Lewis, who do you have?
I have Punk winning.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, this is very entertaining.
I have him winning, but I don't see a good outcome coming from it. So
cash in. I'm
with Brian. I'm like, I really hope it's a real injury, but if it's not, we are screwed. This is my thing, though. It's like, does this just if he doesn't get I guess if he wins it, he wins it, but to have another Drew moment where he gets screwed in 5 minutes, it's like, damn, they're gonna do that to Punk.
If he cashes in, I'll be like, yo, he legit played all of us.
Yeah.
He legit played me. Like, God, yeah, no, he wasn't.
I'm completely fine with that. I hope it happens. It adds to Punk's story. Like
that's what I was saying. Like, it makes that everything that you just laid out makes perfect sense storyline wise to keep screwing Punk over, because he said that he'll never be champion as long as I breathe. So it makes sense. But it's just when you think of it, it's just like, damn, Seth Rollins, the way it looked that Saturday Night's main event, it looked like he legit got hurt. And that's what it looked like. So like I said, it makes sense if they go in that direction, though. I will say that.
Fake us out, WWE. Come on, Seth. Do whatever it takes to get the SummerSlam and cash in. That was night one predictions from us. Let's get into night two of SummerSlam. I'm going to call this Title Sunday, Championship Sunday, as every match is a championship match on Sunday, which is crazy. But let's get into it. We got the 6-pack TLC Challenge match for the WWE Tag Team titles. This was announced this past Friday on SmackDown. When we were just complaining about, hey, why isn't the tag team titles on SummerSlam? Why aren't we getting anything with the tag team titles? WWE heard us, and we got our tag team match, which will have the Wyatt Six, who are the tag team champions, Dexter Loomis and Joe Gracie versus Andrade and Rey Fenix versus DIY versus Faxium versus Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits. Who do you guys have in this one?
This match is going to be highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight. Like literally, just all those teams that you name right now. Just imagine all the spots that we're gonna get. It's gonna be crazy. Just Fraxium, DIY, and Motor City Machine Guns alone. As a matter of fact, and the Street Profits. Just those 4 teams alone. Didn't they have a ladder match on the SmackDown after WrestleMania, 3 of those teams and the Street Profits, and that was a show stealer. Now you add in 3 more. Now you add in 3 more agile teams, and
it's a car crash, everyone.
Car crash. It's gonna be a lot of spots, a lot of high flying, but this is tailor made for the Wyatt Six to come out on top.
No, Brian. No.
I just feel as though because this whole story has pretty much been about the tag team division versus the Wyatt Six. I mean, all these teams week after week with DIY kind of being the voice of reason, trying to get everybody to come together. But I just feel as though that this is Taylor.
No, Brian. No.
Because realistically. Who are you gonna have go over out of the other five teams? Motor City Machine Guns. You could probably go DIY. I for damn sure don't want them going Andrade and Rey Fenix for damn sure. All right, Fraxium maybe, but I just feel as though because they've been telling that story of everybody, the whole world versus the Wyatt Six. They're gonna come out on top. Plus, you already know Eric Rowan, Nikki Cross, and Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy himself. They're all gonna be factor in somehow. So I think that's gonna play a role. I think they're gonna end up retaining the tag team titles. If there does end up being a new champion, like I said, for damn sure, better not be no goddamn Rey Fenix and Andrade.
Why not? Why are you hating on them?
Because, like I said last week,
in the ring.
Like I said last week, if Rey Fenix is going to have any success as a tag team wrestler, it needs to be with his fucking brother, like everyone anticipated when they both signed WWE contracts. The fact that he's in a tag team with somebody that's not Penta is a problem. I don't care.
Maybe they're saving for the suspense because they don't want all these new fans to know that they're actually brothers.
The opposite of the Kane and Undertaker.
Anyone that doesn't know at this point that they're brothers is like, come on.
Oh man, but yeah, Brian's going the Wyatt Six, unfortunately. So who you got, Lewis?
This one's tough because
there's 6 teams.
Exactly. I mean, we've already had Street Profits win, DIY win, Motor City Machine Gun win. Who else is there?
We get a surprise entrance, and it's the Hardy
Boys. I mean, that would be ridiculous. Then you got Fraxium, and then you got Andrade and Rey Fenix.
DIY, Motor City Machine Gun, Street Profits, Wyatt Six.
Part of me wants to pick Hank to win. No, but freaking damn, I really don't know. A wild card says Fraxium, but I don't know. I kind of see Wyatt Six retaining as well, just because they just got the titles.
That's another thing, yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna say Wyatt Six retain.
I'm gonna go against my better judgment because I do think the Wyatt Six will retain, but I want the Street Profits to win. I want them to win and have that moment. They are like, they finally just got the tag team titles and then they just lost it randomly on SmackDown. And it's
They
like,
did.
like what? Like, where was the story? What was that? Like, I'm going the Street Profits, man. I want them to win those titles back, man. Like, if they're going to be a tag team, at least put the titles on them until Montez goes solo or whatever they're going to do. At least give them a run a little bit to kind of cement them because they never really had that run being a tag
And they
team.
should have because the way they won it too.
10 times over.
Shawn Michaels needs to grab Montez Ford, sit him down, and have a nice 2 to 3 hour conversation as to why he needs to break away. Like, I think that would be like, Shawn Michaels is the perfect guy to have that conversation with him because it just looks like Montez doesn't want to do it because
you want him to Marty
Angelo's going to be left with nothing. He doesn't want to leave his boy behind. Have Shawn Michaels have a conversation with him, and I guarantee you afterwards, Montez will be like, all right, I gotta go solo now.
Like, you gotta have that moment. He has to have that. He's too talented to not be in a solo right now. And it sucks that I know Angelo, and I think Angelo Dawkins could be fine. Like, I don't think it has to be all doom and gloom, like everyone's just gonna cast him off or anything like that. Like, it doesn't have to be that. Like, he can talk, he can go in the ring, like he can do something. Send him back down to NXT, do something, whatever it is. But Montez needs that moment. But if they're going to be a tag team, you got to put the titles on them. I'm tired of them not having the titles and not having a run with it. I mean,
you know what
Montez,
they should.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, not to cut you off. You know, I just thought of it randomly. Would be a crazy swerve, is if Montez staged a turn against Angelo Dawkins, where like he takes him out and then everybody believes that he's turned on him, and then let's say he ends up getting a title shot, and then Angelo actually comes out and helps him, and they start a new faction. And Montez could be the lead. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So that way they're still working together, but they're not a tag team. Yeah. They're not a tag team. They could be like a New Day type.
I think we said that on the show. Like, he doesn't have, just because they don't be a tag team, it doesn't mean they can't be together as a group or a tandem or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't see why that can't happen.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. But we'll see what happens. You guys are going the Wyatt Six. I'm going the Street Profits. Let's get into another title match. We have Dominic Mysterio finally defending his title. I don't think he's defended this title since, what was it, Netflix? Did he win it at Netflix? The Netflix debut?
Oh no, he won. No, he won it. He won it at Mania night too.
Oh yeah, he did win that Mania. He did win it. What? Did he defend the title against Penta?
He didn't on the Raw after Mania. He did. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just like, he hasn't really had this title defense, whatever they're doing with him. I don't know if he was really injured or whatever the case may be.
Who was the champion? It was Braun Breaker, right?
Yeah, it was Braun Breaker, that fatal four-way. Yeah.
We got Dominic Mysterio versus the many men of many talents, AJ Styles, for the Intercontinental title. Who do you guys have in this one?
This is a tough one.
Yeah, this one's hard because
it's Dirty Dom.
Yeah,
it's Dirty Dom, everyone. Yeah, but Dirty Dom.
It's very easy to say that, though. It's easy to go with Dom, but then you look at the circumstances. This match was supposed to happen like a couple of months ago, but then it didn't happen because Dom was hurt. So I wonder if just because he was out for all that time, and the fact that this might be AJ. I don't know this for sure, but this might be AJ Styles' last SummerSlam because he is in his last year of wrestling. I wonder if they would put the IC title on him in this case, just based upon those circumstances alone. Mm-hmm. We know that Dom is the future. I saw on social media, apparently he showed up in AAA as a heel and got a huge reaction there. I saw that on social media. I think he's going to be going after their world title now. Which is humongous, but I just feel that like when you look at this match and you look at the circumstances, you know what? You know what? Dom is going to retain. You're right, Daniel. Forget Dom is going to retain just because he you want to talk about like a 180? You guys remember when Dom was with Rey Mysterio like what was it 3 or 4 years ago? Doesn't that seem like a distant memory now? Like, when he had a shorter haircut and he seemed
was the definition of a baby face.
Like the definition of corny. You mean like now? Look at him now. He's flourishing. Looks just like Eddie Guerrero now, which I know for a fact he did that by design. There's no
yeah.
That was by design. And he's one of the harder heels in the company, being such a young age too. So I'm going Dominic to retain. Yeah.
As much I don't want to do this to AJ, I'm gonna have to go Dom.
Yes, because AJ has to continue that chase because I don't think he's won the Intercontinental title, right?
No, he has.
I thought this was what he was chasing. I think he was. Hold on.
I think AJ has been.
He has won the IC title.
Yeah, I think he has. Hold on. Let's look this.
Didn't he feud with like KO or somebody, or was that the actual title? I don't even remember.
I think that was the U.S. title. I remember that on SmackDown where he did that. Let me see here.
Guys are doing Google searches here.
So he actually has held it.
He has.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, he won it on SmackDown 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it Shinsuke?
I think it was. It was Shinsuke.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, he won it on SmackDown. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like the funniness that AJ has brought out with this whole feud. It's been hilarious. I just hope Dominic, which I don't think will happen. I hope he doesn't beat him clean, and either Judgment Day comes out and helps him, or somebody needs to come in and interfere. Maybe Cross wins and comes back and screws him. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I'd say Dom wins, but he can't win clean against AJ. So
Yep. But yeah, we're all going Dirty Dom. And I think AJ just needs to continue that chase. I've been entertained by this, and I hope it continues in some capacity. I don't think
the master of disguise.
Yeah, like it's funny. It's funny how he's been trying to chase Dominic Mysterio. So we continue to get that story. Let's keep going on to a steel cage match. For the United States title, we have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Who do you guys have in this one?
I love you, Solo.
So you're picking Solo?
Yes, he just won that title. he just won the title. He just made a new faction. He's not losing this title. He's not.
Yeah, guarantee you someone gets taken out in the parking lot before this match. With a vehicle. No one driving that vehicle. Yeah.
If anything, what would be crazy if Jimmy actually turns on Jacob? Maybe he actually joins him. I don't think that would happen, but I don't know. Jimmy needs something at this point. But
because if they do that, then we're really moving backwards again.
I think my thing is that they need to position, if they're going to do anything with Jimmy, they need to position him as to defeat Solo. If they're going to do anything with him, because to win his first title in WWE on his own, I think that's what they need to do if they're going to go any route. If Solo wins, right? Because it's like you can't just have Jimmy just going into faction for faction, and then it's like his brother won't allow that. His brother won't allow that. It's not even the original bloodline. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. But ultimately, I got Solo retaining. I think you have to keep Jacob chasing and building his character even more a little bit. And as you said, I don't think Solo can just win that belt and then just drop it that fast. Like there's not enough story there for him to drop it.
Yeah, I can agree with you, Daniel. I just feel like similar to what Lewis said about Solo. You know, just winning the.
He just
title.
got it. He literally just got it.
He literally just won the last PLE. I mean, does this match mean this is going to be the end of this feud?
No.
You're thinking U.S. title, steel cage. The steel cage has always been synonymous with blowing off a feud.
Yep.
You just think. Cause my mindset is okay. Realistically, if Solo does retain, and they're going to continue this feud, how do you up the ante, so to say, after a steel cage match, and how do you keep it hot? Then that's why it's a little bit difficult to see. For me to see Solo retaining, but just based on the fact that he just won the title, and honestly, Jacob is better in this role, chasing after these guys. To see this werewolf going after these four guys every week, it's just making him stronger and getting him over more. So I'm going Solo as well.
And it's a good way to give the monster a story. It's a good way to this actually works with him going through these henchmen and stuff like that to finally get to Solo or Jimmy in this case, but in my case, we're all going Solo to retain the United States title. Let's keep moving on to no holds barred match. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match, no disqualification, last chance match. Who do you guys have in this one?
Surprisingly, I think I'm gonna go Lyra on this one. I think she has upped her game mic wise a lot. Has had
what's her Becky Stompers?
Yeah, the Becky Stompers. I was like, why what is with these elevated shoes?
About that, like you just said, Lewis, her promos and everything, she's been on fire lately. Me personally, the promo from this past Monday Night Raw, I think this is the one time where I feel as though she was trying a little too hard with some of that.
I can
a little too hard. Like you got the fire, you got the delivery, everything was good, but the stuff with the stompers and all that stuff. It's like you're trying too hard now. All right, reel it back in and just be as natural. When she was doing it all before, it all seemed natural that she was giving all that fire and stuff. This promo on Raw just felt a little forced with some of that stuff.
Yeah.
But she's still trending.
Yeah, no, and I get what you mean. Like I think she was I don't know, trying to convey some type of story just about obviously the heat that her and Becky have and just like where they're at and where they're going. But I feel like she could use another run at the IC title, and plus there's plenty of people that she could have more feuds with. And Becky doesn't need like a really long reign. I mean, it also, I guess the other benefit to Becky retaining was just be another person who would have, I guess, could have another great feud with her as a champ. But I see Lyra kind of needing the title more, especially since they're already 1-1. So obviously this is the trilogy. But yeah, I'm going Lyra.
Like Lou said, this is also a very tough one because I'm also thinking about if Becky does lose, what would be the next step for her logically? And I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but looking at the way this feud has gone down, this is also another trilogy. And I think Lyra took the first one, then took the second one, then they had the triple threat at Evolution. Everything is just screaming right now for Lyra to retain. They kind of had, when you look at Lyra's whole since the Raw after WrestleMania, think about it. She lost the tag team titles after winning them with Becky. Then she retains the IC title, then loses it at the next PLE. Then what was her former partner Bailey, we're starting to see some heel tendencies from her now. It's kind of getting away from her. So you can make the case that a lot of things that have been going opposite of Lyra's way since WrestleMania. So because of that, I think finally to kind of succumb to all of that struggle that she had. I think we're finally going to see her come out on top just for that reason. So I got Lyra as well.
Because Dan loves to pick Becky to win.
I'm trying to, because Bayley has shown some heel tendencies.
So do you think she would screw Lyra or screw Becky?
That's what I'm
screw Becky, but
see, because I'm trying to figure out how Becky can get into this faction with her husband and Braun and Bronson, and her having the title will help that. And then I can get my dream match of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus CM Punk and AJ Lee. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. But if we can't do that and we can't get there, Bayley turning on Lyra would make a little sense, right? Because then I don't know if they're ever going to do this, but it could be a 4 horsewoman reunion type thing that they try to do. It just makes sense for Lyra to win. It does make sense.
Right.
But Becky with the title potentially holds more weight. Yeah. That's where I'm at. And I'm just like,
yeah, Dan, you need to let this AJ Lee shit go. And I want to see her just as much as you do. But since Punk has been back, there have been like countless opportunities for them to bring her back, whether it's Evolution, the Women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. Opportunities have been there. She just doesn't want to do it, clearly, because the opportunity is there. I'm pretty sure they've called her numerous times, like, "Hey, you want to come back?" And she pretty much was just like, "I'm good now. I'm good." So I think we should just let it go, bro. Just let it go.
Nah,
there's been too many opportunities to do it, and I think she's been turning it down.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I don't want to. All right, I'm picking Lyra. Not because I don't want her to win, but yeah, I'm picking Lyra. Give her that little notch in her belt, and then she can have a rivalry with Bayley. Something going on. But yeah, going Lyra. Damn you, Brian. God damn it. I'm still holding out hope. I'm not gonna let you kill my dream. I'm not gonna let you kill my dream.
If it was gonna happen, it already would have happened.
Yeah. Plenty of opportunities.
Yeah. Whoa, what do we say? This is WWE. Never say never. Okay.
When?
Let's keep moving on. I mean, damn it, CM Punk is back.
Yeah.
I know.
I remember you guys sitting here saying CM Punk's not going to come back. XYZ.
Yeah, I did say that. Yep, I was one of the people that said that. Yeah, I did say that. Let's
not throw the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. Let's keep moving on to a triple threat match. Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the women's world title. Naomi is the champion, cashing in at Evolution between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky after a five-star classic. Naomi is picking up steam on Monday Night Raw, and I thought the transition would be a little weird of her being away from Jade and Bianca, but she has not missed a beat on Monday Night Raw. Io and Rhea want their opportunity back for the title. Who do you guys have in this triple threat title match?
Another one. Go ahead. Yeah, I think I was about to say the same shit, Lewis. Go ahead.
I was going to say, with this choice, you must proceed with caution.
Music to my ears.
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like Naomi, because of how she's been, and this whole small side note, this Monday with her interview and kind of actually hearing the crowd in the background actually saying proceed with caution, I was like, she finally has a catchphrase that's working for her.
Yeah.
Steam. I'm not sure I love the menacing laugh too much. Sometimes it comes off a little cringy, but it works for her character.
Yeah. I was just gonna say the same thing. Like, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I get why she does it because
exactly.
It does feel some type of way.
Just because it's a triple threat, I see her even recruiting someone like a Lash Legend to come out and help her and kind of have muscle.
I've been saying this forever.
I see that working heavily in her favor.
That
especially going against a Rhea and the EO in this match. So that's my choice.
Lash Legend has her hands filled right now.
Exactly. That would have been a good idea if what didn't happen last night on NXT didn't happen.
Lash Legend got taken out by Nia Jax.
Great.
So now Lash is a babyface now. Yeah.
I said forever, if Naomi was turning heel, she needed Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson to back her up. That was my initial trio that I wanted to have happen, but it did not.
Yeah.
And maybe Nia comes out and helps her. I don't know at this point.
They are family.
That is family.
They have posted some TikToks recently.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is true.
They've been tag teaming on the house shows.
Oh, so that'll probably be it. Yeah. Especially because Nia probably is against both Rhea and EO, so I definitely see that happening as well.
Distant cousins.
So you're doing Naomi sleep.
Yeah. This is another one of those situations where you got the champion going into their first title defense, which I've been saying for years. It's always the one that's hardest to book because you never expect the champion to lose in the first defense.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, when you look at who the other two competitors are after what they just did at Evolution, there is some doubt in there just based upon the caliber of EO and Rhea. But again, new champion. She's been hitting it on all cylinders right now as a heel. So I'm going Naomi.
Proceed with caution three times. I'm going Naomi. Her saying Stephanie Vergara and all that stuff behind stage, and the way she's going at people and saying to EO, I don't know what you said just now. All the stuff that she is doing is gold. It's funny, It's entertaining. She's being a badass in the ring. She's making fun of Nikki Bella. I'm loving this right now. I'm going with Naomi. This is her best work. I hope she holds the title forever for whatever it is or whatever long she has it. I'm loving this right now as a person who's been a fan. I'm like, if they just give her a chance, it took nearly 10 years for her to win the title again. But she's finally in this moment and she's hitting on all cylinders, and I hope she continues to carry the title. I think this is going to be a good match, of course, with EO and Rhea carrying the way and those guys being great wrestlers. Naomi has improved in the ring as well, so I'm looking to see what she can add to the table because I don't think she's ever been in the ring with these two. So to get a new match, a new flavor of the week, something different, I'm looking forward to that, and I think this one could be a very good match on Sunday. So we're all going Naomi. Proceed with caution. Let's go to the street fight between John Cena and Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. This has been building since WrestleMania, since Elimination Chamber, ever since that heel turn from John Cena. John Cena has went on to win his 17th title, and his newest opponent is one of his old opponents from this year, Cody Rhodes, who is looking to find redemption since returning and getting this opportunity. Who do you guys have in this one?
Okay, I'm going to say this. I really don't give a fuck who comes out on top of this. Okay? I just want one thing.
Oh, man.
Something fucking significant has to come out of this match. All right. It can't just be one guy beats the other one and then that's it. And then you go off the air like you did here. All right. I was there for this shit. All right. Cena just hitting Cody with the belt and then getting the 1, 2, 3. Everybody in the stadium looking around at each other like that's it. And then you had Travis Scott already out there. So they need to make up. They need to make up for what they did that night. Because that night, people have been taking that main event and saying that WrestleMania as a whole sucked because of the finish of that main event. Right? WrestleMania 41 was tarnished because of that main event and how it ended. Right? So both of
Terrible.
them need to hit a grand slam with this match. Now, to make my prediction, I do think that Cena is going to end up retaining now because another guy. I don't think this is happening either. Hold on, let me get out the way here. I don't think that's happening now at this point because I think they let this go completely. So I just think that Cena is gonna. I think they're gonna go with the whole Cena retirement for the entire year until we get to the end of the year, because like you've been saying, Daniel, like if he loses the title now, then realistically, what are they gonna do? Have him being a babyface again and kind of saying, "Hey guys, forget what I did the last couple of months, man. My mind was just messed up. I'm actually this John Cena." And at first I thought they probably could do it because it's John Cena and it's the retirement tour, but nah, I don't think the fans won't respond well to that. Hell, they may even do the reverse thing and start booing him again because of that. At him being the babyface again. So I do think Cena's going to come out on top, and we already know there's probably going to be like 30 or 40 run-ins. Probably going to be like about 100 people that are going to get involved with this.
Oh man,
Cena goes out on top, and I'm going to predict that whoever screws Cody is going to be his next feud. And one name that's coming through my mind because of what we got at a Night of Champions is Randy Orton. Because of how that match went and how I said somebody's going to turn heel as a result of this because Randy Orton didn't pull the trigger. I can easily see Randy Orton getting involved in this match because of the numbers are against Cody Rhodes, and then he turns around, hits him with the RKO, and then Randy's a heel again. I can see that happening. So I'm going Cena. And keep in mind, Randy's match is on night 1 too, so perfect.
Wait, this match is on night 2, right?
Yep.
yes.
I don't know. It's tough because it's like I get obviously the whole John Cena story, but at the same time it's like we could get a heel Cody. You never know.
Let me just put a damper on that. No to heel Cody Rhodes. Under no circumstances.
You were begging for heel Cody Rhodes.
Yes,
you can only get a heel Cody Rhodes if this motherfucker's involved.
Yes. If that was still in play, I would be completely fine with a heel Cody Rhodes at some point doing it. But in this universe, under these circumstances, no. Do not do a double turn. No, it's not going to work. I'm not going to cheer for John Cena. No, don't do it. Never. It's too late. Don't do that. Do not.
No double turn. So, all right, so you're saying no double turn, even if he's involved in it, no double turn at this point, no double turn at all.
No. I'm gonna let Lewis go, but I'm gonna give you my plan. What should happen at SummerSlam?
All right, who you got, Lewis?
No, I don't even know. My brain is saying Cena, but then I'm like,
do the right thing. Do the right thing, Lewis, and pick John. And pick John Cena.
Yeah, I pick John Cena.
And I'll give you my reasoning since you're struggling. This is what they should do. The point in the match, we're all expecting somebody to come out. The music hits.
Who would come out for this match?
The Rock comes out. The Rock comes out on stage.
No, The Rock is.
The Rock comes out on stage to play interference once again. He comes to the stage. He stands there, and then the music. Whoa! Yep, he does that. The music hits, and Brock Lesnar comes out, and he's a hired gun for John Cena and The Rock. We gotta do that. We gotta keep the hits
happening.
We gotta keep the hits coming.
Were you not the one screaming to your lungs that you didn't want The Rock involved in anything anymore?
If we're going to do it right, if The Rock is he's on, I'm just gonna say we're gonna talk about it for a little bit, but he's on WWE Unreal. and he's talking about he's the greatest.
That was part of last year's WrestleMania. This year's WrestleMania. But
he's talking about how he's the greatest heel in professional wrestling, and he's the final boss. And XYZ.
After trashing on Works and everything, and the business.
It's the way they can reintegrate The Rock.
Oh, he does not need to be reintegrated. And
stack the deck.
Brock is nowhere near to being back in WWE.
Stack the deck. That's what all the reports keep saying, that he's barred and he's blacklisted and he's retired from wrestling and fighting sports and all this other stuff. You don't put Brock Lesnar on the shelf.
They have for almost 2 years now.
And it's the perfect opportunity. Brock has had enough rest. Hey, come make another $5 million.
That's the reason. Rest has nothing to do with it.
Come back and make another $5 million, $10 million, however they pay him, and have him help John Cena retain the title.
As much as I love to see it, as long as that lawsuit's going on, they're staying the hell away from Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I love to see it, but as long as that shit is still ongoing, just saying Brock Lesnar's name is just going to make people say, "Oh, think about that shit now."
We all talk. He didn't do anything to our knowledge.
You don't know that.
He didn't do anything. He's
don't know that. That's what we said when the lawsuit was announced. That he was in it. Like, yo, bro, he didn't do nothing. Why is he even a part of this? But still, his name is in it.
No,
his name's associated.
You know what? I'm going Cody.
Why?
You champ?
Yeah.
Why?
Just so they can erase the last couple.
Who else are we getting to face John Cena after this?
I mean, there's plenty.
Sami Zayn.
Why? He's going to lose to Cross anyway.
True.
What if this is what's next for What if this is what's next for Roman Reigns? A babyface Roman Reigns against a heel John Cena to kind of change the dynamic for the first time. I know that's something that they're doing.
John Cena has been playing the hits.
Yes. All right. I can see that. All right, John Cena it is.
Yes.
I forgot about Roman. I'm not gonna lie.
With the help of Brock Lesnar. Say it with me, Lewis. With the help of Brock and Rock.
I would like to see that, but it's not happening.
I
would like to hear wow, doom, like, but
as I said, The Rock comes out, the perfect setup. WWE, if you're listening,
why would you put that negativity in the air? The Rock comes out
because it's negativity
after everything he has done. No,
because it will add to the credence that he's the greatest heel.
You know what we're gonna get? We're gonna get another bad blood moment. That's what we're gonna get. And look what we got from that. Nothing.
We got Travis Scott.
Wow. And look where that took us.
Oh man.
Fucking
I just
gave Cody a black eye.
As Brian said,
he ditched wrestling.
As Brian said, we need to make up for WrestleMania 41
somehow. Something significant.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, we can do it without The Rock. We can
because Randy Orton turning heel at this point. It's like, okay, whatever. I would rather Cody win the title in December, and then have Randy turn heel to face him at the Rumble or WrestleMania or something like that.
See, a Randy turn would make more sense.
Yeah. Just because of the whole King of the Ring thing, but it's like. I want Randy to do that on his own. I don't want him to be a lackey to John Cena.
No, I don't think he would be a lackey. I think he would just do it.
Just to do it?
To spite Cody. I think that will take Cody away from the title picture, and then you integrate Roman into that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just want Randy to be able to do it and have that moment on his own. I don't want him to proxy help one of his biggest rivals retain his title.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
That's my aligning with John at all, especially after what he already faced against
John.
Him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't want him to double back like that. And it's like, as Brian said, maybe this is what next for John Cena to face Roman Reigns in that standpoint. But it's like, oh man. Whatever happens, they need to make, as Brian said, they need to make up for WrestleMania 41. That
exactly. like I said, realistically, like I said, to me, it doesn't matter who comes out on top as champion. Like I said, just make it interesting. Like I said, your whole Brock Lesnar storyline, like that would be surprising. That would be left field. Brock Lesnar as a hired gun.
WWE, it is SummerSlam.
That would be left field. That would be significant.
To death.
But
that's all that matters.
But I do not want to see one of these guys beat the other guy just straight up, and then that's that.
Yeah. That's not.
You know who I do want to see come back, just because we haven't seen crap since it happened, is R-Truth. Throw his ass in the match. I don't care. I want Truth fully integrated. I need a full Truth story. You started it.
I think they're done with. I think they're done with R-Truth. I think they did that for the fan reaction and stuff like that. But it's like they don't have nothing.
But it's why bother bringing them back if you're not going to utilize
to give him another job back there, like an agent or producer, a trainer. Now that's what they should have did when they brought him back. Not necessarily bring him back to be in front of the audience again, but bring him back so he has a job in WWE for the rest of his life. Like I said, as an agent, a producer, a trainer, because he can fill all those roles in perfectly. I'm thinking like, okay, when they brought him back, it was kind of like, okay, yeah, we gave the fans what they wanted, but we really had no plans for this guy. Once we let him go, let's give him a job backstage. Then,
but they also let him cut these promos like he's like, I'm Ron Killings, I'm this. Like I thought something more was gonna come from it.
Has anyone been tweeting about R-Truth since he's come back?
Hey, like, he follows us.
Because in the fans' mind. In the fans' mind, we bitched and we complained and we got what we wanted. He's back, so now that
is he back though? Because I haven't seen him. Have you?
Yeah,
he's driving now.
He's back. That's
he's
all
driving now.
We as fans, we didn't want like something specific for him. We just wanted him to have a job again. He has a job. Okay.
That's all we wanted. We just wanted him to be employed.
We just wanted him to have a job back. Now he got his job back. Okay, so we good.
I don't care. I want something crazy to happen, but no Rock, please. The Rock has already left the bed.
It's SummerSlam. He's going to be there, man. I'm telling you. Let's go. Come on, bring back The Rock. This is how you do it.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. When all this goes to shit, it's your fault.
It's not going to be my fault. You're going to love it, Lewis, when he comes out. You're going to love it when Brock Lesnar comes out.
Like, what was all the crap Dan used to give us crap for? It would be like, your fault.
Okay. So what if Rock does come back, but like he physically gets involved and like there is no hired gun, and then he's the one that like gives Cody a rock bottom and then is the reason that Cena wins. And that means that means we're getting a Cena. Cody versus Rock match.
Yeah.
Like will probably end up being on WrestleMania. So that's not a bad idea either.
I don't know. I don't want any long-term story like that. I don't want that. I don't want that in that capacity again. We already got that with Cena and Rock twice. I don't want it again.
Yeah.
I don't want it again. If that's, as I said, you need somebody to be the proxy right now. It's got to be Brock Lesnar. That's what I'm saying. He beats Brock Lesnar, he beats John Cena, and then maybe The Rock at WrestleMania 43 or whatever it is now. Maybe
what if? No. I was going to say, what if John Cena were to like just adopt Seth Rollins' group and just take them under his wing?
That would be crazy.
I think that would be nuts. And then you could have Cena heel with Paul Heyman. Oh, see, I just blew it up.
Ruthless Aggression era, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the group, Ruthless Aggression.
There you go. way better than anything Seth was doing. See?
Oh man,
should have done that.
That would be among. Didn't I say that?
When?
I think I said that. I think I was like, John Cena needs lackeys next to him to carry this going forward if The Rock is not going to be there. I don't know if I said it was Bronson and Braun, though. I did say if the fourth guy with Seth. I said if it was the fourth guy, it would have been John Cena, and him and Seth would have been running rugshot over a wrestler.
You know who could have probably actually been good lackeys for him? Would honestly probably should have been like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Literally something to do, and you already got the history with Austin Theory. Sucks that he's hurt right now, though. But yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just dampened the mood.
just all these sad things that I wanted to happen and just never.
Yeah, a heel Cena faction would have been way better than all the crap we got. And guess whose fault this is? The Rock's and Travis Scott.
And Travis Scott.
And Travis Scott.
Oh man, but that is our picks for SummerSlam nights 1 and 2. Check that out. Before we go, I want to talk about WWE Unreal. I know, Lewis, you haven't seen it as yet, but what are you looking forward to seeing in this documentary that me and Brian have already seen a little bit of?
I mean, we were talking about this offline a little bit. I don't know how I feel about getting a full peek behind the curtain just because I don't want this to kind of mess with the lore of WWE and actually learning how. I mean, yes, we've all have probably wondered how they do this, how they plan these things out, what goes into it. And I think that's what most people want to know. But I think some things probably should be kept hidden from the public just because you don't. I think that, like I was saying earlier, I saw Tommy Dreamer talk about, like, you know, the fact that, like, you know, you get these powerful promos from people and, like, you feel them say these things and you invest and believe and the, you know, emotional investment and all this stuff. And now you're going to be like, yeah, someone just wrote that for them. And you're like, well, really? You know, I'm not saying that that's what it's going to show, but, you know, you don't want so much to be shown that it takes away from, like, either, like, you know, promos being delivered, things being done, you know.
Yeah. Mm.
So. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely understand where he's coming from. Like I said, obviously him being the old school and such. But even now, I mean, like I think in the first 2 episodes that I watched, and I mean, I don't think this was addressed. But I think like the way they went back to the old school formula of just giving them bullet points now, and then the talent kind of has to fill in the void for their promos now. There may be a couple of them that maybe you have to write the entire promo for, but I think for the most part it's just bullet points. Based upon what I've seen so far. I remember saying, I think I said this off air, and I said it a couple of weeks when this documentary was announced. I was afraid that the way that they're doing it, I was afraid of, because like now you put a target on the back of the entire creative team. Now we got names and we got faces. So whenever we get certain creative right now, people are going to get tweeted at. People are going to get looked up, and you put a target on the creative team. But that's just me.
I think in a sense with that, with the writers showing their faces and stuff like that, it's an opportunity for them too, right? In terms of, it brings them a little credibility, brings them a little marketability in terms of showing their face and showing who's really writing the stuff and stuff like that, rather than just a name on screen. It actually gives them a little bit more of exposure, maybe to do other things. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure they get writers from all types of walks of life, of soap operas and TV and stuff like that. It adds a little bit more for them. So I mean, it's a give-take type of situation on that end. With the writers, though, I mean, we're going to be seeing it. Hopefully, I'm only on episode 3 right now, towards the end of episode 3. So it's like maybe we're going to get some viewpoints of who's actually calling the shots and who's actually calling stuff to actually happen and stuff like that. It's been kind of a mixed bag of who those people are, but I think it's just a good look for people. I think WWE to show this side, because it gives people a little. If you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna watch it. So most of it, that's the pull in from that angle. And then maybe people watching on Netflix keep scrolling and they see, hey, wrestling's on. There's something here. Let me check it out. I think that's what they're trying to hope for.
See, that's another thing that I was kind of thinking about. That maybe this show isn't for us per se. Obviously, like you said, we're wrestling fans. We're gonna watch anyway. But maybe they came out with a show similar to when they had the debut of Raw on Netflix to kind of even more put that message out there. Okay, this is who we are. This is what we do. This is the magic. And we're in that era right now where it's like with social media and everything, kayfabe is dead. So like, you can't fake stuff anymore now. But everybody has social media. Everyone's always taking pictures or recording something. So like it was almost natural for them to move in this direction, even though there's some old school heads who don't like it. But like that's just the way of the world now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look forward to seeing the rest of it. I got a couple more episodes. I got to rewatch a little bit of the end of episode 3, where they're talking about Charlotte Flair. So I enjoy it, and it's going to be wrestling, so I'm going to watch it anyway. Also want to check out Bianca Belair's interview with Chris Van Vliet, and check that out as well, as that's out there. But a lot of wrestling happening, especially around SummerSlam time. I believe Cody Rhodes has an interview with Bill Simmons tomorrow. That's going to be posted tomorrow, so I'm also going to be watching that. Too much wrestling, too much content. There's a lot of stuff there.
Whenever they have a big PLE, all the media that they do, like so many podcasts, so many appearances, it's like, damn, so much shit you want to see.
Yeah.
Especially being in New York City.
In New York, yeah.
But we'll see what happens with that. Don't forget to follow us on Ring Takes on X and also on Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And join us on this road to SummerSlam. Next week, we'll be picking it back up with a reaction with Sonny Kane after WrestleMania and picking it up. So we'll see what happens with that. But from now, don't forget to always kick it on 2. And until next time, we'll catch you guys. Thank you.